Today's talk is going to be about RV breathwalk. This is a particular favorite exercise of mine for developing breath hold under stress. And it's produced better results than anything else that I have seen, experienced, or heard about. Now, it has certain do's and don'ts. And if you don't adhere to them, we can't guarantee any good results. Very often one learns an exercise and then the immediate reaction, particularly in this country, is to try and improve it. Well, good luck with that, but I can tell you what the parameters are and why we've got them and why trying to make it harder may not be the best idea in the world. So having said that, the first thing that we have to do, the first condition for this walk, is that it has to be completely, absolutely empty. Now, I have demonstrated this before. I'm going to do it once again. And that means you force out, and it takes time to do it. If you're just going, not it by any stretch of the imagination. You have to take time to get out every bit of air. Regard the air as an enemy. And I go. Now, the reason for this is fairly simple. We're trying to create a condition of physiological stress right from the beginning. Your reflexes respond to stress. So here we go. If you're just doing, you're not creating enough sensation of emergency in order for your reflexes, your dive reflexes, to kick in. And they're your main help. They're your salvation. You're not doing yourself any favor by cheating a bit on how much air I actually go with. That's the first thing. The other thing that may surprise you, and I'm going to get into this in length, is that we do one walk per session. That's all. We do not do repetitions. We have found by experiment that your actual progression from one training session to the next is far, far superior if we adhere to this, because you're creating everything to make your rhythm of reflexes coming in to be in your favor. So that's very important. Don't do, oh, I didn't like that one. I didn't feel that I gave it my everything. I better do another one or two. No, one only. Next training session, you're going to arrive at it with a real appetite for it. This is a psychological thing as well. So respect that idea, try it out, and if you try it out for quite a few trainings, you'll find out what I mean. Now, we have found out that the best thing is not more than 1 or twice a week do we do actually breathwalk training. We have found out that quite elite divers struggle to do more than 27, 30 seconds on their first attempt. After 7 or 8 trainings, that can be 7 or 8 weeks, suddenly we find that they're at 1.5 minutes on totally empty lungs, which is colossal, and they're walking more than 100 double paces. Now, double paces means, quite literally, 2 paces. So you count every time your, let's say, right foot hits the floor. So you start, left foot, don't count, right foot, count, left foot, don't count, right foot, count, etc. The thing with this one, which is vitally important, is also the speed at which we walk. We want to try and aim for 1 double pace per second. Now, people have experimented with this. The natural tendency is to be cleverer than the original model, so that you put a weight of 10 kilos in a backpack and do it. You go upstairs doing it, up a hill slope or doing the exercise, whatever, to make it harder. Making it harder doesn't make it better. What we want to try and equivalate here is our effort in the sea. So if we do it at 1 double pace per second on flat ground, we're getting as near as we possibly can as land creatures to approximate the same effort that we would be making in the water. This is important. So let me recap. 1 session per week, 1 walk per session. Don't try and improve on it. Now, how does the walk look? You take 6 breaths only, exhale totally, and then walk, holding your breath. When you can't hold anymore, stop, mark it, turn round, and count double paces back to the place where you began. Now, it's obvious then that if you can do this in a straight line, it makes it much more sensible. I'm not in favor of doing it walking around a room or walking around a gym or tennis court or something else. If you can do it in a straight line, that's by far the most efficient, and also it gives you something to aim at while you're actually doing the walk. You'll understand what I mean while you're doing it, because you know where you got to last time, and you know, wow, I'm passing that, I'm passing it, I'm going to hold on, and you get there. Now, this is an exercise. Take no prisoners. It's not for people who just want a leisurely, casual walk or exercise. This is really intense training, but it's concentrated, and you have a long time to recover from it because you're not going to do a second repetition. Then you should arrive at the next training with a real appetite to go on. So in other words, psychologically and every other way, this makes more sense than what we used to be doing, which is a whole bunch of repetitions on full lungs, and it takes you months to progress. No backpacks, as I said, with weights in them. No climbing stairs. No uphills and stuff to make it harder. Try it as it is, as it's written, and you will see enormous progress very quickly with it. The timing is one thing that is important. It's the last thing. The timing should be first thing in the morning, before your first cup of coffee, before anything else except a drink of water and a visit to the bathroom. That's it. Get up, do your exercise. It takes a very short time to do, and write it down. Write down how many double paces and how long the walk took. Critically important, because then you can measure your progress each week.